It was my last fight here. I know only one thing, what I want from UFC Tuesday. You guys have to put me on #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world because I deserve this. And UFC undisputed UFC lightweight champion, 13-0, 13 in UFC, 29 in all my pro MMA career, you know. Oh, I think I deserve it.
Jon Jones showed respect to Khabib when he asked the UFC to be the pound-for-pound #1 fighter in the world by writing on his Twitter, "Until I take that heavy crown, I grant you the spot." That was sweet from Jones. He showed respect, empathy, and coddled the champ Khabib with that title. Of course, Jones wouldn't let him get that spot just like that. Bones Jones reminded us that the pound-for-pound spot doesn't get asked for. It is conquered, it is earned by your body of work and dominance. To defend his territory, he reminded those that were claiming Khabib is the pound-for-pound #1 fighter in the world that we should pay attention to the facts, logic, and objective factors to determine who should be in that place. To support this point, he wrote on his Twitter a series of reasons, but he started with this. He wrote that he has won 15 world titles, numbers don't lie. To dodge the public and media that would most likely accuse him of being insensitive, inadequate, he left nice words again for Khabib. "I want to congratulate Khabib for an outstanding career. I know he made his father, along with millions of fans around the world, incredibly proud today. May God continue to bless him on his journey." Jones was dancing between trying to be nice, respectful, showing sympathy, and defend his spot without being inadequate and insensitive. He failed miserably in trying to do so. He proceeded to add that that was definitely a powerful moment, but my logic is definitely not clouded. He added a dose of sarcasm. "I'm just going to ask for the heavyweight championship belt and see if they give it to me, since we can ask for things now." Some fans presented their reasons and gave their 2 cents. Jones also presented his case. Even John Enning contributed as well to the debate. This is an interesting discussion. Is Khabib the pound-for-pound #1 fighter in the world? Here's my take. First of all, I have to agree with Jon Jones that we should be analyzing this topic objectively and avoid a simply a passionate debate. But I also understand those that have a passionate discussion as well, because this is a sport and we have our favorite and less favorite fighters. However, if this is a kind of a serious debate, then we should be objective. We have to distinguish the pound-for-pound #1 fighter in the world with the GOAT, the greatest of all time. When we're determining the pound-for-pound, we must consider the fighter's dominance, which involves his body of work as well as his dominance in his last fights. On the other side, we have the GOAT, which depends more on the dominance the fighter has displayed throughout his career, the amount of title defenses he has. That's why if we look at the list of the current pound-for-pound, we won't see GSP's name, nor Anderson Silva and Demetrius Johnson. I would say the reasons Jones submitted for why he should be considered the top choice at the pound-for-pound, it has to do more with choosing the GOAT, which in my opinion, in my point of view, Khabib can't compete with him in the GOAT arena. On the other side, the pound-for-pound #1 fighter in the world depends more on the recency bias, which is where Khabib's name is on the top of the list, alongside with Jones. Jones wasn't as dominant as he used to be in his last 2 fights, which hurts his case to be on the top of the list. Khabib also don't have the amount of defenses that Jones has. I'm still reluctant and skeptical to believe that Khabib should be granted the #1 spot in the pound-for-pound list, but I wouldn't be this reluctant. In fact, I would defend that Khabib should be the pound-for-pound #1 if Jones has another tough fight or loses, whereas Khabib has another dominant win. At this moment, it is up for grabs. It is a toss-up. I'm leaning towards Jones though, but I wouldn't think it's outrageous if you disagree with me. One more thing. If Khabib is retired and Jones flirted with the idea of retiring, should they both be on the list? As far as I know, that list is reserved for active fighters only. This is my contribution to this topic. If you disagree or have a different take on this situation, Feel free to comment down below, like and subscribe for upcoming videos.
I'm talking to all you Khabib fans out there. 15 world titles to your guys 4. And you guys are really talking about who's the best fighter ever? You guys are joking, right? 15-4? Are you guys kidding me? The only person that could possibly come back and challenge my record and what I've done in the UFC is possibly George St. Pierre. He would have to come back and win 2 championship fights to tie me. And I'm not even retired yet. I'm 33 years old. I got a whole nother chapter to go through. You guys are nuts. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys all have a great day. 15 world championships to 4. And if all you guys are going with this he's more dominant argument, the guy just recently started fighting elite level competition. Could you imagine me against the number 10th ranked guy?